Just wanted to make a really short video, show you some of the advantages to running SQL Server on a VM in Azure. I love all the benefits of PaaS, but there are some neat benefits even running SQL Server as IaaS in Azure. So we're looking at a virtual machine I have set up in Azure with SQL Server running on it. And in this initial blade here, the overview blade, you can scroll down and look at disaster recovery right here. So if you want to set up a DR copy, this is a block level replicated copy using Azure Site Recovery to whatever region you prefer. This little graphic shows you where it might be replicating to. You can set that up. Just click the review, start replication, and you're off and running with a binary copy of your VM. Now, of course, this one has SQL Server on it, so we want to think about different types of backups for the database. So let's now look at the SQL Server configuration option down here. So we're in the VM. We're going to click under Settings, SQL Server Configuration. And I wanted to point out a few things. Just click this next, Manage SQL Server. And these are some nice things that I kind of call loosely IaaS Plus, Infrastructure as a Service Plus, because it's not just your typical lift and shift. There's some other nice things that are added as part of that. Let's just jump to the most important thing here, automatic backup. I always say as a DBA, if you don't have a good backup, you probably are going to need to update your resume if something disastrous happens. So let's click on the automated backups, and all you have to do is say Enable. You can pick your retention period. You can turn encryption on or off. You can choose to back up the system databases and just let Azure take care of the schedule, or click the manual option. And now you can pick daily or weekly. You can pick your log backup schedule, how often that's done. This is 60 minutes right now. You can bring that down to 5 minutes. So really just a few mouse buttons away from setting up your backups in SQL Server, so that's a nice feature. Another thing I wanted to point out was the license type and storage configuration. If you click one of these, it takes you to the same place. But in one panel here, you can change your licensing type. Is this pay-as-you-go? Is it using the hybrid benefit? Is it a DR server? And then you can even switch the version of SQL Server you're running down here. Lastly, down in this same menu item, you can extend the drive. Just within the Azure GUI, go down and pick a really large drive down here if you want, 32 terabytes. So very easy to be able to do that all within the user interface of Azure. Then I wanted to point out automated patching. This is a nice thing. Obviously, as you have a lot of VMs, that's one of the nice things about Platform as a Service is you don't have to think about patching. Well, even at the IaaS level, if you enable this automated patching, important critical updates will be made to your VM, but you have control over that. So you can set up your maintenance window. You know, what day of the week do you want this to run? What time? What's the duration? So I just wanted to point out these options that are available as a part of an Azure VM with SQL Server on it. Because it adds a lot of features that you might not have on premises that are taken care of for you. So thanks for watching.